right, hello wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our friends from Vinecraft were in to see us with a mixed bag of Italian stuff, and man, some great stuff. Vigne di Zamo, one of my favorite producers from Colli Orientali di Fruili, and we've been selling their wine for years. The Friulano entry level, a great little example of this varietal. It used to be called Tokai Friulano, but they had to give something to Hungary. So they just now call it Friulano. This wine's got a really distinct minerality, as do all the wines from this region. A little briny, seashell-like minerality shown to the green. Melon, lemon, lime, citrus, some herbal notes there as well coming out as the wine opens up. A classic entry-level example of this varietal. Fresh, clean finish, very good. 26, 25. The Cinquante Anni version, 50-year-old vines. This wine's got a much more rich and concentrated bouquet, lavender, floral notes. Some of that same distinct minerality, the tree fruits. Oscar Fernetti now owns this property. He also owns Borgogno, and he's one of the partners with Batali and in their Italy concept in New York, in Chicago. This wine's got a lovely richness to the palate, though. Nice honeyed character to it, slightly oily texture, that wonderful bright minerality still at the end, and a long finish. Most excellent juice. One of the best examples of this varietal that you will find at $40.50. Still relative value. You can keep this wine for 8 to 10 years easily as well. The 2014 Vigne di Zamo Pinot Grigio. This is a Ramato style, so it's got a little pink color to it. Pinot Grigio, one of the only grapes that is, well, it's a white wine for most people, but it does have a pink hint. You can get a little color out of the skins if you leave in contact. You also get a little tannin this way, and this wine definitely showing some nice light red berry fruit, pear, some of that seashell, apple blossom notes as well. A really nice tongue-tingly minerality here, nice freshness at the end, and like I said, a little bit of tannins here from the skins. Excellent example of a Ramato-style Pinot Grigio, 26-25. And then on to Mount Etna. These two wines here from Cottanera, really showing beautifully here. This entry-level wine made from the 65 hectares of this estate-grown vineyards. 100% Nerello Mascalese. This wine's got a similar bouquet to Pinot, light red berry fruit, but a distinct kind of rustic quality to it, and that minerality you get from the volcanic earth of Mount Etna. Some dry leather, maybe some fine tannins on the finish. Nice freshness here, very good at $17.25. And then the older vines here, the Etna Rosa at $49.50. This wine's showing much more complexity. There's a little Nerello Cappuccio in the blend here too. The beautiful bouquet of that dark earth, dried flowers, incense spice, berry pie fruit, smoky campfire notes, big and chewy on the tongue. This wine's got a lot of that minerality showing through the finish. Some tannins here also. This wine's got nice freshness though, very well balanced. Excellent juice. All right, the Chiostro di Venere, which is a Super Tuscan. We had the 01 in the store for a long time. That wine drinking beautifully. Renzo Cottanera is the consulting enologist here. A 60-40 blend of Cabernet and Sangiovese. And this wine's got a lovely Bordeaux quality to the nose. Some wild herbs and the Cabernet-like note kind of taking a little bit of a Heinz ketchup quality coming out as this wine opens up. But that blew off and more of the wild herbs kind of taking over. Nice richness and complexity here on the tongue with great structure. This wine showing a lot of fruit and those herbal and floral notes to the finish. Just an excellent example of a Super Tuscan at a reasonable price, $30. Wow, it's 2010, a great vintage from Tuscany. All right, on to the Piedmont with Domenico Clerico, and this 2011 Barolo is the first vintage that they've made this wine, just a straight Barolo from Ginestra and Moscone fruit, and they're using larger oak casks now. Domenico Clerico's known for being a new modernist style producer, small oak barriques, but they've changed the style a little bit here. You got a lovely dark cherry liqueur-like fruit, some minty and truffly earthy notes coming. Big and chewy wine on the tongue. These 2011s, you know, a little bit more forward and drinkable than 2010. I think it's just as good of a vintage, one that you're not going to need as much time to wait. These 2011s already showy, and really nice balance and length in this wine. Excellent juice at $54.75. Also a little lower price than the other wines from Clerico. The Ciabat Menestra 2010, Ciabat Mentin 2010 up next. This wine, all from the Ginestra crew, and this wine's got a beautiful bouquet, man. That dried rose petals, red licorice, red cherry liqueur, truffle, earth. A big and expansive wine on the palate. These 2010s are going to need some time. It's got a nice toast of that tar and dried floral notes and black truffle nuance from the nose through the finish, but big tannins and a long layered finish. Most excellent juice at $105. The Pajana up next, and this wine, 2009, which not showing as much earth. It was a little bit shy on the nose and more earthy, kind of truffly notes. Some red berry fruit coming through, but need a while to open up. Some black tar notes as well. A big wine with ripe round tannins. The nines are very showy, most of them. This one, like I said, still a bit muted, but a little light fruit coming through. An excellent wine, nonetheless, at $87.75. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Vinecraft. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.